Finding joy in simple things. Hello, everybody. Tom here. Hope you're all well. I think it's very important that we shine a light on the simple things in life, the simple, everyday things. We always look perhaps a little bit complicatedly at finding happiness sometimes. When if we look around, there's a lot to be grateful for. Be grateful for your family, your friends, clean drinking water, a house if you've got one, a car if you've got one. Be grateful for nature. Be grateful for summer weather, winter weather. Each have their place. Pets, if you have any, because they are part of the family too and they can be an absolute joy. When you walk down the street, a stranger acknowledges politely. Compliments you may receive from somebody that you barely know, someone that you do know. That random conversation you had with someone that you never thought you'd find interesting that became actually more than just passing the time of day. Mutual respect from somebody going about their day, but equally showing you respect in some way. These are all very tiny things, tiny basic things, that if you're going through a rough time, if you've been struggling mentally, if there's things in your own life that you're not happy with, you should be looking at these and being grateful for them, okay? Because at the end of the day, there's much to be happy for, there's much to be grateful for. And the simple things in life can be the most enjoyable. Waking up first thing in the morning, watching the sunrise, watching the sunset on the day. Holidays, time away with friends, families. Bumping into somebody that you haven't saw for a very long time, that perhaps was someone you was friendly with one day, and then getting reacquainted. Maybe that relationship becomes stronger as a result. You see them more often, and you're grateful for the fact that you've had the opportunity to reconnect. Sometimes that chance doesn't come round again. You may bump into somebody in the street you haven't seen for years, spend 5 minutes catching up, and then that's it. You never see them again for another 10, 15 years. It's just life in its ever-flowing, constant changing flow. It's the way things are. I have to say, I think sometimes we overcomplicate the route to what we call happiness and enjoyment, and we don't really take enough from the very simple things that we have on a daily basis. We take for granted little things that are actually very important. Small wins when you're going through a bad time are absolutely 110% massive, because it's all about building momentum to something bigger and better. So I'm here to tell you today, very simply, the message is Try and appreciate those simple things in life that we all take for granted. Be happy for them, even if overall things are not good and you are not happy. You know, they say the way to clear your head is to go for a walk in nature. And I would 100% give anybody that encouragement that things aren't going well and you need to get away from the madness of the modern world. Go and find yourself a walking trail miles away from nowhere and just go for a walk. And believe me, you'll feel better for it. Simple things really are worth the weight in gold sometimes. First, 3 videos this week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, as I said, please put down in the comment section below, what's your take on this? Are you somebody that tries to find joy and happiness in the small things that we see around us every day? These small things that perhaps we think are small, but to somebody else is actually quite big. You know, having a shelter, having food, having a house, having clean running water. Some people could only dream of that and would want the life that you've got. So always be grateful for those tiny things and find joy in them. Because believe me, even if you're going through a tough place mentally, you'll feel better if you try and have some enjoyment out of it. Please, if you would, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. That'd be great. Consider giving me a thumbs up and a like as well. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. I'll be back in a couple of days with another video. But as always, please all of you, take care of yourselves and bye for now.